રશ્મિબેન તમારી સ્પીચ ની 40 મિનિટ છે. પણ
30
મજા આવશે.
minutes.
It
30
will be a
minutes.
historical.
Yes, yes.
મેડમ નમસ્કાર.
Hello, good morning, madam.
Welcome. Madam, you are on mute. Dr. Rama madam, you are on mute.
Yeah. Now,
Yes.
so good morning and best wishes and congratulations.
Thank you and thanks for honoring our session. Without you, I think it may not be successful.
Arey, Asha is right here. Where is Asha gone?
Dr. Asha is here. Dr. Urvashi Jha is here. So it is a...
Rashmi and Asha are there. Urvashi, I'm waiting to see her.
She was there.
She's connecting to audio. Neeta is
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hi, Asha. Asha is mute, yeah.
On mute.
Hi, Urvashi.
Hello, you have to unmute. Morning, Asha. Good morning, Asha. You have to unmute.
Hi, Dr. Rama. How lovely to see you. Hi.
You right now. Where are you? Unmute.
Yes, now Urvashi Jha is there.
I can see her, but I mean, she did say something.
She is on mute.
Yeah.
Urvashi's window is open, so
Ma'am's connection is very weak. That is why.
she's.
You please join.
Good to see you, Asha.
Hi, good, Rita. Good to see you.
I'm seeing from here.
Anita has sent you the link, no?
The signature laugh of Asha. It's so nice to hear, really. I mean, all the credit goes to Jignesh and Anita for really working so hard to, to get everybody on together. It's something really wonderful.
Anita's enthusiasm.
Lots of effort to, get everybody to
સાર્વજનિક સ્થાનોમાં ઓછામાં ઓછું ભેગ દિવસનું અંતર રાખો. હાથ અને શ્વાસની બાબતમાં સ્વચ્છતાનું પાલન કરો. યાદ રાખો, ચાલકની બેદરકારી પર ભારે પડી શકે.
હા, જિગ્નેશ ભાઈ.
સોલીલાને કંઈક એડ કરવાનું કરું.
હા, રહી ગયું. હા, કહેવાનું. કઈ નહીં.
So should we start?
I think we should start.
Where is Urvashi gone? Where is Urvashi?
બસ જસ્ટ તારું મેં જોયું ને ગઢવીનું કે હાઈ ટુ ઓલ. હા,
Welcome to all the doctors to the celebration of Silver Jubilee Year of Indian Menopause Society. This webinar is powered by Clarnet. It is my honor to introduce to you Dr. Anita Shah. Ma'am is a practicing gynecologist in Surat since 1988. She is currently the Secretary General of Indian Menopause Society. I'd like to hand over the session to Dr. Anita J. Shah, ma'am. Ma'am, please take the honor.
Very good morning. Namaste, pranam to all my near and dear ones on this happy Navratri. Yatra naryastu pujyante ramante tatra devtaha yatre etastu na pujyante sarvas tatra afalaha kriya. With this lovely Sanskrit shlok, which explains the honor of a woman, I welcome you all on this grand celebration of Silver Jubilee Year of Indian Menopause Society, whose main motto is to offer a good quality of life to a woman, especially a middle-aged woman. On behalf of our Indian Menopause Society team 2020-21, our dynamic president, Dr. Jignesh Shah, Vice President, Dr. Shobna Mohandas, Treasurer, Dr. Jyoti Shah, President-elect Dr. Ambuja Madam, immediate past President Dr. Neelam Agrawal, Joint Secretary Dr. Dilip Gadvi, Joint Treasurer Dr. Bipasha. I take great pride and privilege to welcome all the near and dear ones of my IMS family members, along with them all the dignitaries and invited guests for the grand, of course, virtual celebration of Silver Jubilee Year. On this auspicious World Menopause Day. It is our Indian tradition to offer a prayer before starting any program or function. Let us pray Ma Durga on this auspicious Navratri day for showering her blessings to all of us. Jaita, please.
No, ma'am, playing the Saraswati Bandana, ma'am.
Yeah.
तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना
Thank you, Jaita. I am sure all of us are blessed by Ma Saraswati. Friends, you all will agree with me that a woman is an axle around whom not only the family or the society, but the whole universe revolves. Therefore, her health is of utmost importance in all the stages of her life, especially in the menopausal age. Today in the era of science and technology, as the life expectancy has increased, a woman passes 1/3 of her life in menopausal age. A need for special approach to cross the hurdles faced by 40+ women led to the emergence of Indian Menopause Society. Since its inception in 1995, under the grand leadership of Dr. Rama Vaidya Madam and Dr. Urvasi Jha, all the past presidents of Indian Menopause Society worked very hard. They didn't leave a single stone unturned. nurtured the small plant of IMS with such a tender, loving care that today it has bloomed to a huge, dense banyan tree, and so with so many branches. Today, we are almost 4,000 members of Indian Menopause Society with 19 societies and 6 chapters. Since the installation of our team under the great leadership of Dr. Jignesh Shah in February 2020, we had planned a lot for this Silver Jubilee year celebration. But the Corona pandemic changed the whole scenario. But all of you will agree with me that an optimistic sees an opportunity in every calamity. A pessimistic sees a calamity in every opportunity. Our dynamic president grabbed the opportunity of digitalization and started serving delicious academic feast in the form of various webinars. Our webinars proved so impressive that non-IMS members also started inquiring about being a member of Indian Menopause Society. Let us listen from him only about the celebration of our Silver Jubilee year. Dr. Jignesh sir.
Thank you very much, Anita, for all these kind words. Very good morning to all of you and namaskar. Today, 18th October 2020, it is a World Menopause Day, and it is also a very auspicious day for all of us, as this year we are celebrating Silver Jubilee year 2020, and today we are also celebrating our Foundation Day, as exactly 25 years before, a group of 15 learned people with a clear vision in their eyes and mind, with the aim to achieve goal of providing quality of life to elderly women, they humbly started the organization as a small seed, and as on today it has converted into a big tree with 45 branches and more than 4,000 members from all specialities. Madam Dr. Rama Vaidya was founder president and Madam Urvashi Jha was founder secretary. And today we are so fortunate to have both of them as our chief guest and guest of honor to today's celebrations. Madam, a very welcome to both of you. Now your small seed has become converted into a big banyan tree as mentioned by Dr. Anita. Friends, today is a big day for all of us, as we are going to felicitate 12 of the 15 founder members of our beloved organization. First Silver Jubilee Oration by none other than our founder president, Madam Rama Vaidya, and launching of two great achievements of Silver Jubilee year. First is revised guidelines, which is prepared by our past president, Dr. Meeta Singh, and Midlife and Beyond App, which is prepared by Dr. Epsiba for Indian Menopause Society, and along with it, our international representative, Dr. Sunila Khandelwal, will release the posters prepared by IMS, International Menopause Society, which is converted into the Indian language. Friends, our Silver Jubilee year started with the obstacles and difficulties. First, it was Arshia, our backbone, who resigned. Then difficulties in changing the auditor. Our bank account was non-operable for 6 months. Already 8 months of our Silver Jubilee are over. Whatever we had planned for the year was not possible because of this COVID difficult time. But we did not bow to any obstacle, and with the support and full cooperation from our very enthusiastic and efficient secretary, Dr. Anita, our very firm and meticulous treasurer, Dr. Jyotisha, along with very helpful Dr. Shobna, Vice President, Joint Secretary, my friend Dr. Dilip Gadvi, Joint Treasurer Dr. Bipasa, and very active and very cooperative President-elect Dr. Ambuja Madam, ex officio Neelam and Simaji, and I should not forget to mention my advisors, Dr. Munshi sir, Dr. Harabhaiya, and Dr. Meeta Singh, for advising and directing me in the right direction whenever I am in dilemma and whenever I am asking them. So friends, we converted adversity into opportunity, and so far we have been able to train our office assistant to some extent. Our new auditor and accountant has been stabilized, and we have achieved a lot by organizing 100 plus webinars. I repeat, 100 plus webinars that has been organized by not only our central body as well as by societies and chapters as well as by many of the committees. I remember I visited 3, 4 societies in all corners in a country in a day, and it was not going to be possible if it was not a COVID era. The concept of neutral webinar without support of pharma company arise, and I am thankful to FCA for suggesting ClearNet, and thanks to ClearNet for supporting at least 25 webinars of Indian Menopause Society unconditionally. Friends, we publish two newsletters thanks to Anita and Paresh, 2 poise issues, thanks to our Club 35 chairperson Artis, and excellent quiz activities going on WhatsApp by Dr. Jyoti, on web by Dr. Navneet, and for Club 35 by Aarti. We have inaugurated one society virtually, that is the Kanpur is the latest one in our society list, and a pending request from Amritsar, Dibrugarh and Trichy. All our committees are very active, and they are also regularly organizing webinars of their own jointly with Indian Menopause Society. Now, we have started a campaign to start dedicated menopause clinic at maximum centers in India, and our campaign has started to take its effect. But at the same time, I request all the committee members to start a menopause clinic at their own place. In coming times, we have decided to initiate maximum digital webinars on public awareness and to start data collection activities. I think the app developed by Dr. Epsiba will be helpful in collecting the data, and on trial basis, after the launch of this app today, she is going to introduce it around 100 centers. In nutshell, even in this difficult time, IMS was able to perform well, and I am wholeheartedly thankful to all the members for understanding and cooperation. Regarding annual conference at Varanasi, we have decided to postpone it in June, and to decide the dates, it is left to the organizers. I should not forget to thank Dr. Rasmi for taking all the efforts in preparing the history of Indian Menopause Society. Thanks to Dr. Sunila for helping Dr. Rasmi in preparing history, and thanks to Dr. Aswini. Lot of thanks, Dr. Aswini, for identifying the founder members, preparing the plaques, sending them plaques, and recording of the messages. It was really a commendable task, and without Aswini, it was not possible to complete it. So I thank Dr. Aswini again for careful and meticulous planning of today's program is by our efficient secretary, Dr. Anita, with the help of our new office assistant, Mr. Paresh. So thanks to both of them. And in the last, I wish, Etadapi Gamishyati, ye din bhi chale jayenge, and happy days will be here again. We will be able to meet physically, not only virtually, in very near future. I thank you all again.
Thank you very much, Jignesh Bhai. Everyone knows that Jignesh Bhai is working so hard that he can be in the morning at Baroda and in the evening at Varanasi, and in the in the afternoon maybe at Delhi. So everyone knows the efforts you have put. We know very well that leadership is not a position or a title. It is action and example. All the past presidents, including you, have followed the footsteps of their predecessors so precisely that IMS as a multidisciplinary system is always rocking at national and international level. The history of IMS is also very, very interesting. I can say it is glorious journey from 1995 to 2020. 25 years from its inception. Who can be the better person than Dr. Rashmi Sa, one of the founder member of Indian Menopause Society? For this, I invite Dr. Rama Vaidya madam and Dr. Urvasi Jha madam to as our chief guest as well as guest of honor. Dr. Rama Vaidya madam is known to everyone. He is a consulting reproductive endocrinologist, Vasudha Clinic, New Madhuvan, Santa Cruz. He is honorary director, Division of Endocrine Metabolic Disorders, MRC Kasturba Health Society, Villeparle. He is research director, reproductive medicine, BACS Hospital, Andheri. Chief editor of JMH Journal of Indian Menopause Society, 2008 to 2012. She's a chief editor of Indian Practitioner from 2012 to 2016. Founder president of Indian Menopause Society, past president of All India Association of Advanced Research in Obesity. She's a member of Endocrine Society USA 2002. She is ex-deputy director and head of the Department of Division Endocrinology and Infertility, ICMR project Phytoestrogens and Menopause. She was the principal investigator between 2003 to 2006. She's a member of the expert committee of review CDRI project, WHO steering committee member for postcoital contraceptive development also, and she is a coordinator. She's a bridge model of healthcare and community medicine for tribal women, and Nandigram, Valsad, South Gujarat too. As such, madam is known to everyone. She is the great mentor for all the IMS members. The other one, our guest of honor is Dr. Urvasi Jha madam. Madam is a retired head of the department and director, minimal access gynec and gynec oncology department. She was past all chairmen of the AICC RCOG, president of AOGD. She is very much passionate about teaching. She conducted many part 1 and part 2 MRCOG, DNB courses and endocrinology workshop in Mumbai as well as Delhi. She was empowering patients with patient education and counseling with a very much interest. She was head of the department at PD Hinduja Hospital, Mumbai, Indraprasth Apollo Hospital, Delhi, Max Hospital, New Delhi, as well as Fortis Vasant Kunj Hospital, Delhi. Madam is also another mentor for us. So I invite Dr. Rama Vaidya madam and Urvasi Jha madam as our guest, chief guest and guest of honor. Now, before I hand over the screen to Dr. Rashmi Sa madam, just I would like to say a few words regarding Dr. Rashmi Ben. She is ex-senior deputy director, National Institute for Research in Reproductive Health, Indian Council of Medical Research, that is ICMR. She has undertaken numerous studies in the area of menopause and osteoporosis. She was awarded INSA fellowship, during which visited menopause clinics in UK, initiated and conducted various contraceptive clinical trials, OC pills, IUCDs, injectables, nasal sprays, etc., and medical abortions trial by WHO. She conducted numerous symposia, workshop, training courses in research areas mentioned above. She had several publications in national as well as international journals. Executive committee member of Indian Menopause Society. She is patron Indian Menopause Society Mumbai chapter. and she is ex-treasurer and joint secretary of Indian Menopause Society, main body 2. She is a founder, co-chief editor of Journal of Midlife Health and associate editor of Journal of Obesity and Metabolic Research. So, Dr. Rashmi Ben, you have taken a lot of pains to illustrate this glorious journey of Indian Menopause Society. Now, screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Anita. And thank you very much for your very kind words. So good morning, everyone, my dear IMS colleagues and guests who have joined us today to celebrate our Silver Jubilee function. We are honored to have Dr. Urvashi Jha, Dr. Rama Vaidya, and Dr. Ashok Vaidya, the main initiators of the society, amidst us today to celebrate this joyous occasion. In a short span of 25 years, IMS has made its presence felt not only in India, but also internationally. When Dr. Urvashi Jha requested me to talk about the history, and when I started gathering information, I found this to be a Herculean task. It is so difficult to bring out all the activities carried out during the past 25 years in a short presentation. So, given the time constraint, I will take you along the years, highlighting only some of the significant, unique contributions by the presidents, whether during their tenure or later. This will not cover all the activities, but only the important ones which took IMS a step further. So, I will share with you the journey of IMS and let us all go down memory lane starting from the year 1995 when IMS was born. Okay. So, as was mentioned by Jignesh and Anita also, Dr. Urvashi Jha had the vision to start an Indian society for the study of menopausal health. Under her leadership, an intent meeting was held in a small room adjacent to the radiology department of Hinduja Hospital, Mumbai, with a multi-speciality group of 8 doctors. Dr. Urvashi Jha and Dr. Rama Vaidya had the pleasure of writing the first guidelines at Dr. Vaidya's residence at Juhu, along with inputs from Dr. Ashok Vaidya and our CA, Mr. Kotian. To quote Dr. Ramaben, history is often not written, but lived and the memories cherished. So, the goals of our society were to increase awareness regarding menopause. It should be a multidisciplinary, multifactorial, comprehensive approach that we use. We should collect information and data in Indian women and also encourage research in the Indian context. The most important is to provide awareness and services to the less privileged group of women of society. So, Indian Menopause Society, today we have 39 societies and 6 chapters and about 4,000 members across the country. In the first 4 years of the initiation of the society, the 7 cities that started the chapters were Mumbai, Delhi, Jaipur, Pune, Lucknow, Hyderabad, and Ahmedabad, all before the year 2000. And the members of these chapters have played a very important role. They have been great pillars of support. Dr. Rama Vaidya, Dr. Urvashi Jha, Dr. Sunila, Dr. Jyoti Uni, Dr. Sonia, Dr. Saroj, Dr. Meeta, Dr. Behram, and myself. Now, the presidents, there have been 18 presidents so far. And this slide shows the list of all the presidents. In the initial years, Dr. Rama Vaidya was requested to continue as a president and Dr. Urvashi remained as a secretary so that the society can overcome its teething problem. From the year 2004 onwards, the president's tenure was made to be 1 year. It was also decided that all the past presidents and the first 6 founder chapter secretary will be called patrons and remain as permanent members of the National Executive Council. Also, the members who founded the society in its inception will be known as founder members, and today we are felicitating 12 of them in the function. Now, the key to success is teamwork. It is only due to the wholehearted involvement of all the executive committee members, the committee chairpersons along with their team, and all the active IMS members who have so passionately contributed, working hand in hand with the president, that the society could achieve so much. No president and team can function successfully without the contribution of all active members. Please pardon me if I unintentionally miss out any important contribution during my talk. And I would also like to mention that the newsletter which have been coming out every year have been bringing out all the activities of the committees, all the winners of the quiz, and all the activities beautifully with very good pictures. Dr. Rama Vaidya. We all respect her. She's our mentor. She's the head of the family of IMS. And she has always guided us all along our journey. She is one of the most respected person and the head of our family. She has given a lot of direction and stability to the organization. I have always admired her academic excellence, always discussing the latest relevant topics, and we are looking forward to her oration today. She has been the founder editor of the Journal of Midlife Health, along with Dr. Sunila and myself, and our journal could achieve being indexed within 3 years of it being started under her able leadership. Actually, Dr. Urvashi Jha had dreamt of having our own Indian journal when she was the president, but somehow it didn't materialize. And it was Dr. Sunila who pursued it during her tenure. And the first issue of the journal was released in 2010 during her tenure. Dr. Rama Vaidya and her team has also had an initiative for comprehensive health care for menopausal women since the last 2 decades under this thing of Maitri, which is worth looking into. It's a very good role model. And Dr. Rama Vaidya's message, which was there in our first issue of September 1995 newsletter, is also so important today. What she says is that besides treating the symptomatic patients, we should look into, why is this? Okay. We should look into the advice for diet, physical exercise, stress management, and all this should be offered by appropriate expert team in an integrated manner. Also, very important message is that the multidisciplinary experts from within the modern system, there should be involvement of social scientists, anthropologists, women's health advocates, and basic scientists. This also really needs to be followed. Coming to Dr. Urvashi Jha, the journey of IMS started with Dr. Urvashi's dream and vision. I have witnessed the commitment and enthusiasm with which she had worked for the society. She conducted 3 national consensus meetings, and I was happy to be part of all 3 of them. And under her leadership, this gave a very good guidance and information during the time. In the year 2002, she had invited the MP, Dr. Renuka Chaudhary, to inaugurate the consensus meeting. And this was because she wanted the society and the plight of the menopausal women to be brought to the notice of the government. Dr. Asha Kapadia. Dr. Asha Kapadia, our president, past president, has been the only non-gynecological president of IMS history. She's a medical oncologist, and she is our first life member. Dr. Kapadia is life membership number 1. She has created modules for menopause for family physicians to educate at grassroots level of the society. She, along with Dr. Meeta, had made CDs for the same and distributed. She also brought about awareness about breast cancers for the family physician. So this was a very non-gynec specialist input from Dr. Kapadia. Dr. Behram was our president in the year 2006-2007. And during that year, he was a very active member. IMS was very near and dear to him. And after his tenure of the president, one important contribution was the formation of SAFOMS, which is the South Asian Federation of Menopause Society. He was the founder president of SAFOMS. And even to date, a SAFOMS session is held every year during our annual conference. Credit to him also for creating the staging of menopause in the year 1997. And he really motivated a lot of cities to come up with chapters in their own city. Dr. Sonia Malik. Dr. Sonia Malik was president in the year 2007-2008. There was a very major milestone during this year. She was the one who introduced Indian Menopause Society to the international circles. And during her tenure, we became members of the International Menopause Society in the year 2007. Also, the first international meeting of our society was held in the year 2008. She and Dr. Jyoti Uni were the main people who worked on seeing that this conference was a great success. The next thing that comes to our mind is the magazine Poise, which is a patient education magazine started way back in 2009. And even today, it is a very popular publication. It is distributed to all the members who want to keep it in their clinic. Physical was done in the past, and even today it is being shared digitally so that all the club 35 members and all the people who want to know about non-medical things about menopausal health, it's an excellent publication. Coming to Dr. Durusha. Another very big milestone during the year 2008 and 2009 was creation of our IMS logo and our IMS flag. I will talk about it a few slides later. Also, Dr. Durusha has very actively contributed in bringing out IMS newsletter known as IMS Mirror and small quarterly publications which was known as IMS Insight, which would take one particular topic and give detailed information about that. The target osteoporosis I was the guest editor for that, and I was very happy with all the publications that came out. We had a World Menopause Day celebration for lay people. And at that time, we had distributed Handbook for the Mature Women, which was the initiative done by Dr. Durusha at that time. Another important thing was when she conducted an international conference in 2013, she raised money for our organization, formed the IMS Foundation, and today any of our member who wants to do research can utilize, put up the project to the society, to the research committee, and can do research in the area of menopausal health. Her contributions internationally are also a feather in the cap of IMS. She was the one who promoted a partnership between Indian Menopause Society and the British Menopause Society, and we have a session every year in our respective conferences. Dr. Durusha has held positions over the years internationally, which is also a great credit to our society. And when we talk about contributions internationally, we really think of Dr. Sonia, who introduced us to the international circle, Dr. Duru, Dr. Sunila, and Dr. Jaideep, who have won awards, who have won elected positions internationally, putting our society at par with other societies. It's a great honor. Coming to the IMS flag and logo, many of you would not be knowing the significance and the meaning of the flag and the logo. The IMS flag, we have selected the color maroon. It belongs to the family of red, which signifies warmth. As the red color darkens into maroon, it mellows, beautifully describing a woman as she matures. The curved lines which cover the logo is suggesting different faculties coming together towards the care of the menopausal women. The lines are encompassing the Indian Menopause Society logo to show that they are working together towards a better quality of life in her changing world. The IMS logo represents a semicolon. A semicolon is used chiefly to connect two independent clauses of a compound sentence. Similarly, in a woman's life, menopause is a phase which connects two major lifespans, one before and another after, both spans very different from each other. In the year 2009-2010, under the presidency of Dr. Sunila, the Journal of Midlife Health, as I said earlier, saw the light of the day thanks to Dr. Sunila. She has had the first menopause clinic in Rajasthan way back in 1997. She is one of the founder editors of the Journal of Midlife Health, as I mentioned earlier, and she has really put in a lot of effort having educational teaching modules and pamphlets and literature. Another very nice introduction to our society was the starting of the convocation for the CIMP exams. Now, internationally, talking about the contributions of Dr. Sunila, she has been an office bearer for the last almost 9 to 10 years. She has been a board member of the International Menopause Society, been a treasurer. She has won the most prestigious international Wolf-Utian IMS CAMS Award in the year 2018. And also she has won the Award of Excellence, was given to her by International Menopause Society for her remarkable role of the Secretary General CAMS. Of course, all these members, Dr. Sonia, Dr. Duru, and so many other members have represented our Indian Menopause Society at international organizations. During the year 2010-2011, Dr. Munshi has introduced zonal conferences for IMS because it is not possible every time for all interested delegates to visit during the time of the annual conference. So zonal conferences give them an opportunity to travel to the nearby place where the conference is being held. The first satellite conference was held under his leadership in the year 2010. He has been a founder member of SAFORMS and a joint secretary, and he has been really working. He has also introduced a lot of menopausal clinics during his tenure. Coming to Dr. Saroj, it is an important milestone again when she initiated the credentialed IMS menopause practitioner exams, the CIMP. And let me tell you that before the CIMP was started by our society, she herself appeared for the NCMP exams of America in the year 2012. And after that, she saw to it that we could have it in our own society. There have been more than 500 members who have appeared and cleared these exams today. Today, Dr. Saroj has also joined us from USA. She is there with her son. And she was very keen that her theme, Choti Didi se Badi Didi Tak, which was a theme to render help to aging women, which she had great plans for it. She hopes that someone takes up this issue so that the women in need can be guided by the Badi Didi. The Choti Didi can guide a Badi Didi during her difficult times. Coming to Dr. Meeta. It is a matter of pride for the society to have clinical practice guideline books on menopause and osteoporosis. The first was released in 2012 and the second in 2020. Dr. Meeta has put in her heart and soul while working on these books. And I would say that Dr. Meeta and research go hand in hand. The module on prescription writing, which was initiated by her, has also been very successful and in demand by our local societies. And a lot of people who have attended it found it very useful. Dr. Jyoti Uni and the year 2013 and 14. Now, the major contributions of Dr. Jyoti has been in making amendments in our constitution. We have had 3 constitutions in the year 2010, 2014, and 2018. And her contribution to this was tremendous, along with Dr. Suvarna Khadilkar. I can tell you that even today, if anyone wants to know anything about our rules and what our constitution says, Dr. Jyoti is the person to approach. She has also been part of the first international conference conducted by Dr. Sonia. She has also been an initiator of the New Life Clinic module along with a collaboration with Foxy. She is a very meticulous, dependable person serving the society selflessly. And she is one of our strong well-wishers of the society. Her theme was stabilize and strengthen, and that is what she has been doing always. The year 2014, 2015, and the year of Dr. Maninder. We have always associated Dr. Maninder with exercise and fitness. She has really encouraged so many doctors and laypersons to keep fit. And she has been chairperson of the Public Awareness Committee, and through this, she has conveyed this message to her. And even today, she has been very passionately involved about fitness. Another thing which Dr. Maninder pursued very vigorously was to introduce online voting, which after a few teething problems has been successfully used in the past. She has been Secretary General of SAFORMS and represented APMF and International Menopause Society. Dr. Hara Patnaik is a surgeon. He loves live demonstration, and a lot of societies and budding surgeons have benefited from the live operative workshops on urogynecology and the CMEs conducted under his leadership on the management of perimenopausal bleeding. As you can see, he has conducted many live operative surgeries and CMEs. He delivered the oration in the 25th Silver Jubilee Conference of the British Menopause Society and won laurels for our society. Dr. Jaideep and her tenure 2016-2017. Dr. Jaideep had actually instituted Club 35 for public awareness and education in the year 2009. It is her brainchild. Today, running successfully, not in most of the IMS societies and chapters, but also at Bangladesh, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. Coming to her contributions internationally, she has been a very active member of SAFORMS right from its initial and taking our society to great visibility. She has given orations at the SAFORMS session. She was an invited speaker at the British Menopause Society to present the concept of Club 35. I think it's an excellent concept, the Club 35, which is giving messages to the women at grass. Coming to Dr. Suvarna's tenure. Dr. Suvarna has been a very dynamic member of the Indian Menopause Society. Her Gurukul programs and the midlife health charitable clinics, which are held on the 5th of every month, have benefited so many postgraduate students and women of the age group 50 plus. I think even today, all the cities are conducting both these activities with great passion. She has initiated federation mode of the chapters. So that was a good initiative and she worked very hard for it. She has published a book, 1000 MCQs on Menopause, and has contributed to the Constitution during the years 2010, 14, and 18, and has also come up with the administrative guideline book in February 2018. And these, I feel, all current and future office bearers must read and be familiar with it. Dr. Ratnabali, when I started preparing my talk, the first book that came to my hand was her coffee table book. And she has brought out the journey of IMS from 1995 to 2018 very beautifully. She has also come out with the handbook of prescription writing, and it will be distributed to all our members shortly. Another very important contribution was collaborating with the central government, the Ministry of Ayush, for promotion of yoga in the 40 plus women. A special issue of Poise was brought out and published by Ayush Government of India, which was for the communication on yoga in the 40 plus age group. Dr. Neelam and her tenure, as rightly said, there was the era of collaboration, the aim of IMS visibility across the globe and other fields of medicine. A very important initiative was having the manual for menopause health management for primary care practitioners and nurses. This meeting was convened by her in India, and all members of the International Menopause Societies of Southeast Asian regions had attended it, and they came up with the manual, which will be very useful for all the users. She has started the Digital Education Committee, white coats, and she has initiated social media coverage of IMS on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp. Very effective ways of connecting, collaborating, and disseminating. And Dr. Jignesh, our current president, I really like the way he said in his newsletter, a challenge only becomes an obstacle when you bow to it. To be the best, you must be able to handle the worst. Well said, Dr. Jignesh. There have been a series of webinars. As you said, more than 100 webinars have been held, which is really creditable, and it is so convenient. People don't have to travel, no time and energy waste on going to the thing, hotel booking, expenses of travel, and not everyone can attend, but here people can sit in the comfort of their house and get good academic material and academic knowledge. The midterm meeting, which was held in August, was well attended with maximum attendance. I think there was more attendance than what would have been when we would have met physically. So the lockdown was a blessing in disguise. And you must see the newsletters and all the activities that are being carried out currently. Dr. Ambuja is our president-elect, and we are looking forward to her vision and her inputs for the society when she takes up her tenure. I have been an executive committee member, and I have been associated with the society right from 1995. And I am very glad that I had the opportunity to serve the organization. My main contributions have been working for the Journal of Midlife Health, for working on the constitutional amendments, and I was very happy that I could, being based in Bombay, I could pursue the Charity Commissioner paperwork which was held up. We would not have got recognition from 1995 to 2014, but with pursuing the matter, I was happy that we could clear the back records. Otherwise, we would have lost the recognition till 2014. Along with Dr. Durusha, as who conducted the international conference on challenges in women health, I was very happy to be part of that, as also part of her IMS Foundation. And she has started also a project under this foundation, which will be completed this year. Our executive director, Arsha, who worked with us from 2014 to 2010 to 2020. Arsha has been a real asset to our society and has gone beyond the call of duty. We always used to call up, whether it was during office hours or after office hours, and she would also always try her best to help us. She gave stability to administrative aspects. Memberships that were enrolled were streamlined. Activities were regularized and compiled into newsletters, and documents were brought under one umbrella, making it easy for us to retrieve reports and pictures, and for our members to concentrate more on their scientific activity, which was not being done from the year 1995 to 2010. Our record keeping really got streamlined when she joined us. I didn't go into the international collaborations in great depth earlier, but I must say that we have really shown a lot of visibility in the international societies. And you can see all our past presidents who have really represented and worked for the different organizations, whether it is NAMS, whether it is International Menopause Societies, SAFORMS. They have been really very active. Another slide, Dr. Sunila has prepared it. She has been really representing our society internationally for many years. And as you can see in the slides, so many of our members who have gone there and attended the conferences, it has been a matter of pride. Another slide which shows all the international recognition. This is the recent slide on the 15th World Congress on Menopause. And as you can see, and what I was seeing is that at least 8 of our past presidents and so many of our enthusiastic members went in large numbers to attend this World Congress. We have had many committees which the president works along with the committee. You can see the names, and I should say that each committee chairperson along with their team of members have really put in a lot of hard work, because had it not been for the full teamwork, our society would not have achieved so much in such a short time. The list of activities. If I would have to cover what activities were done by under each area, I think we would need a full 1 hour at least. But hats off to all the members who are working with great passion. We have had a few research projects which have been taken up under the society, but I feel with the number of members and the enthusiastic workers, we really need to bring out more of our Indian data, do more research projects in the Indian context. And I wish that with the foundation having money and other members should do more research projects and also have more of publications. We would expect much more papers coming to the Journal of Midlife Health from our members than what we are currently getting. Each of the societies are also celebrating global days, whether it is by CMEs, by walkathons, public awareness programs, or giving free services. Again, every month there is some occasion which is being celebrated by some society at least. We have had publications and releases. As you can see here, there are few more. I have not got into the pamphlets also which have come up, the other CDs, the leaflets, many such releases. This is a very cute picture from the album of the IMS family. I think we all were much younger there. You can see and identify so many of the members. I think this was taken in Jaipur or maybe in Lucknow. Yes, we can see Dr. Behram Ankleshwaria, Dr. Mandakini Parihar. 2 of these members, we are no more with us, Dr. Mandakini Parihar and Dr. Behram Ankleshwaria. And of course, with each conference, we also have party time. We celebrate, we let our hair loose. And this is one of the photographs, as you can see. We also look forward to all the cultural activities held at each conference. And so many of our own members, hidden talents come out at this time. And so it is very nice that our vibrant society is marching ahead and keeping the Indian flag flying high. I would like to end by a quote. On the sands of time, each step of your service and dedication is leaving an impression for others to follow with salutes of recognition. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rashmi Ben, for a really very amazing film prepared by you. I can say it is a really very glorious journey of Indian Menopause Society. Thanks a lot again and again.